walking my dog. Oh, I love to do it all day long. That's why I wrote this song. If you're with me, just sing along. We love marijuana, yes we do. We love marijuana, how about you? Join me, baby, you'll see why. My little doggy singer, he gets me high.
Strolling down the street, walking my dog, use a bowl, smoke a L, roll a J, the bong. We love to get high just like Dale and Saw, so grab your tutu, play some space b-ball. We're so anti-gravity, come on sing. We all ice skating on Saturn's rings. My eyes are bloodshot, but I got my shades. Smoke before a test and you get high grades. I love my dog, reality bend, zero for life, man's best fucking friend. So sweetheart, take a hit, I swear you'll love this shit. Make you feel legit, you're never gonna wanna quit. Cause you know, babe, just how I be. Sitting in the cut, just smoking this tree. So if you're with me, sing along with us, and together we'll smoke on that cannabis.
Down the street, just walking my dog. Oh, I love to do it all day long. Here's that shit, and I'll keep walking in because you ain't the boss of me. You ain't the boss of me. I love my brain feels like a dancing Congo chicken. I love walking my dog. If you're down, say yeah. I love walking my dog. If you're down, say yeah. I feel so fucking gone. Oh, but it's real fun. My mind is open to so much deep as shit I'm feeling. So fucking cool and tingly. I'm as high as a bee, moving to get honey. Damn, I'm funny, I like money. Do you understand what I am preaching? This whole time you I've been teaching. Great art of zero walking, so just take the leash and please stop talking. Walking my dog, I could do it all day long. Just grab the leash, hook up the pooch, and we'll go on a monkey spoosh. I love marijuana, can't you see? Zero is just a holiday. Slow down, baby, please don't choke. World a whole lot better when you smoke. Motherfucker, just so you know, the world it is my bitch. And that's because Zero, he tells me shit. I hear him in my head, talking to me all the fucking time. Won't let me free. Being inebriated is eye-opening. I am becoming a prisoner to its hypnotic green. Hold my lungs bleed green. My heart bleeds green. For it I feel.
Zero's the greatest dog yet, baby. We love him very much. We'll pass it on.
Walking my dog. Walking my dog.
Alright, we in here. Good morning. So, I actually switched setups a little bit, so this is going to be a little bit for me to get used to. I'm using Streamlabs now instead of OBS. I got tired of using OBS. OBS crashes way too much for me. And my computer isn't exactly like brand new. This is like a 2017 setup. So I kind of try to find, the best value in OBS. While it's free, the settings just, whenever I would try to change anything, it just wouldn't work out. So Streamlabs is a little bit better, a little bit smoother, a little bit more customization options. So I will be trying to adjust things for anybody watching this back and anybody currently watching. Bear with me. I know it may be a little bit, prickly, and I gotta adjust settings. I've done a couple test streams with it, but yeah. So Right now it looks okay. I probably still gotta fix some. I can make it a bit smoother than what it is right now, but okay. So Rohit, yeah, good morning. You pop in, pop out. I know for most people that's watching this back, I normally don't stream this early, but this has been a weird week for me because it's a short week. I had 2 days of off work straight, which I normally don't. I usually take random days off during the week. Friday is always my day, but I had 2 days off because of the holiday, so it's a little bit different. But I figure I get off straight off work, knock your stream out, go to sleep. Anybody here for Tower of God? Later on, I will be streaming that later. But right now, we just here for Tbate. So, and forgive me, I mentioned this in the review, my Tower of God review. I didn't mention this review. I'm dealing with a little bit of pain in the back of my throat. So, forgive me if I'm constantly like gathering my breath and everything. It's a bit painful to speak, but I did want to stream, so I can deal with it. It's at 5 o'clock for me. Oh, nice. Okay, good for you. Hey, look, I'm glad it works for somebody. So, and it's not that bad. I'm not that tired. I work nights, so I'm not very very tired. 7:30 a.m. right now. Um, I usually get off work, go to sleep, but I got a little bit of energy, so I can take care of this. Turtle Meal will start the final Tbate book next month. Okay, that's exciting. I know you've got to be excited for that. That's cool. I imagine that once that happens, and it'll probably be like a year or two before the series finishes, right? Um, Tbate is one of these manhwa, like because manhwa is pretty popular right now, especially for anime because shonens are in a weird space. Like shonen, there aren't that many popular shonens anymore. The last most popular one I guess is Demon Slayer. Chainsaw Man did okay for the anime, but manhwa has been getting looks left and right recently. So Tbate is definitely one of the top ones. I can see us getting an anime within 2 years, 3 years, probably after the series ends. Maybe even before that, I can see it definitely getting animated. And this is one of those series I would love to watch animated. I don't know if Turtle has that kind of those kind of goals for the series. I know we would love it. I mean, the manhwa does extremely well, and obviously the light novel does very well. So I don't know why he wouldn't take it that far because the series is beloved. So I would love to see it. Um, and again, manhwa is becoming more and more popular. I even watch a couple of Chinese anime myself. I've already was watching like some Korean based stuff, obviously, but um, we long time test fans have won. I'll just say that. Okay, but yeah, just jumping into the chapter. So I'm gonna go from the chapter from head to toe, then I'll go over a few comments, and that'll mostly be the format for the stream. Just FYI, I know it's just probably me and you in here right now, Rohi, because it's early and none of my followers are really, none of my subscribers are really used to me doing this early. I'm also streaming on X for the first time, so I know this is kind of also it's all new. It's all new, so I'm getting used to it. Bear with me. I appreciate anybody watching this back later. I usually have a decent amount of people watching stuff back later. So, good morning, and let's get into it. So let me pull the chapter up real quick, and obviously I can't pull it up on stream, but I do got the Tapas app. I don't know why I couldn't find it last week. The Tapas app on my phone, and I'm doing it again. There it is. Yeah, for whatever reason, I could not find the Tapas app last week. On my phone, even though I have it, but yeah, I support Turtle Me via Tapas. I just gotta find. Oh, well, my library would be the obvious place, right? I'm only subscribed to Tbate, so there it is. And the next chapter releases tomorrow, so I'm super hyped for that. For Thursdays, I don't know if you saw that, Rohit. I had mentioned that. I mentioned in the Discord for other people who haven't seen it, but the releases are on Thursdays now. They had put that at the bottom of the channel release. I mean the chapter release, which is decent. I'm happy and hyped for that they're doing it on Thursdays. It does mess with my streaming schedule a little bit because with it being on Fridays, I could stream um, on Wednesday, which was like good for Tower God and Tbate, but now it's on Friday. It's a little bit wonky, so I'll try to stream Tuesdays going forward. Um, yeah, yeah, I decided to just get Tapas anyway, only because like I really enjoy this series, and like I have the means to like pay for it. It's not super expensive, so why not? Um, so yeah, I'm on Tapas as well. I just made my profile and everything. I need to actually do my profile up so I can actually promote my YouTube channel on Tapas as well. I'll probably do that at some point. But yeah. So just starting with so getting into the chapter, right? So the chapter kind of starts off with them being in the same cave, and I'm not sure exactly what the time frame is between this and when Arthur arrived. So I was giving it like maybe 3 4 days tops, maybe since Arthur arrived, maybe a day or two. I don't think this is like right after he left, right? Like, cause he clearly like went to sleep and everything, and then like the meeting happened. That's a little bit too close in time, so I would maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe a week if I'm pushing, if I'm gauging the time frame. But they're clearly clearing out the cave. Um, you got the twin horns kind of leading the charge with clearing out the cave, and you got Dervis and my boy. Sorry, uh, my phone kind of battery is dying. All right, there. Sorry, I was trying to pull it back up. My phone went into dying mode. All right, but yeah, we back in the cave where we see Stanner and Dervis kind of like ripping out fangs and teeth out of some goblins. Dervis has decided what to be the most obnoxious. Yeah, right. And I find it funny, like even when Arthur is not in the like present scene that he's the topic of conversation, like that just shows the impression he made. Um, it does. I do understand Standard's point to like no cores for his weapon, and I actually like Standard's fighting style. The gun fighting style, the sitting back and being able to shoot like big cannons. Like I do like his fighting style. I like his character as well. Like I started to like him last season. He's a undercover test lover as well, but he's a solid dude. But the chapter starts off with that. Obviously, Darvis is making comments like, "Yo, how did these mana beasts get stacked up like this?" And bro, like, just has no clue on the level of person that he fought. Like, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, Darvis, like, bro, you have no idea what you went against. Even I don't even know. I have no idea because I don't know the level of strength that Arthur has reached yet. Obviously, Rohit and anybody else who reads the light novel knows the level of strength he's reached. But to me, I'm like, just seeing the small display that we saw with him versus Dervis, it was just like it was not even a class. It wasn't even close, and not like maybe even like pre-training Arthur could probably take Dervis as well. But I know that this level of like Arthur is just like, bro, like come on, bro, I'm bodying you. Like you're not even the challenge. But we already talked about this. Arthur sitting on the stack of mana beasts. Like he's obviously different, bro. Like he can't, and Dervis can't even comprehend like how this even happened. Like that's the craziness of it, right? After Art left for fights this Firion and council made him a hero. Okay. So all nobles in upper echelon of Decath know Arthur as a young hero now. Oh, okay. So for clearing out the cave. Okay. They don't really clarify that, but I imagine that can be a light novel thing, right? But yeah. So we get that where they're kind of just chatting about the man, the beast, and how long they've been there. And then they get this weird feeling, right? So, another thing about this chapter while I'm looking at it, have you seen the comments about people being so edgy about the art, bro? I know like light novel readers have to not really care that much because you started off with the light novel, right? Oh no, for the Cyrus attack. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, that's dope. Okay. Even though he was arrested. Okay, that's cool. Noted. Okay, I didn't realize that. Huh, and they don't clarify that. I wonder if they will in the manhwa because they don't really talk about that. But okay, that's actually pretty decent though. So like, but yeah, people complain about this, right? Like complain about that. I think it looks great. Like I don't care what nobody says. I think it looks great. I like this test. Okay, I will say like previous tests, she looked good, but she also looked like a little too timid sometimes, like extremely soft. And she's an elf girl, right? Like, of course she's gonna look like that. But this version of Tess kind of looks like both. Like, I kind of get like she looks also like kind of tougher now, but also like has a soft, like kind of soft. I like it. I don't know what people are freaking out about. I think it's an overreaction, a gross overreaction per usual. Like I really was reading through some people's comments, and like we can go through some of the comments. I still don't know how to work Streamlabs that well, so maybe I can pull out a display. But people are really, really losing their shit over this, and it's so annoying, bro. Like I think Jasmine looks fucking good, bro. Like I I think this Jasmine, I think she looks fucking good, bro. I think she looks absolutely fantastic. Like I think I like this Jasmine more than the other Jasmine, and I love Jasmine. Like it's irritating. It's a little irritating. I ain't gonna lie. And yes, Fukiaki's test panel made it obvious the artist loved her. And I would agree with that. Um, but I love this version of Jasmine, and I like the version of Tess. Tess had the most beautiful panels more than even Arthur most times. True, but I will say, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right because this test, and it's the beginning, but she doesn't have as much detail as she did before. But I also don't mind this. Like I still think it's a gross overreaction by most people, but this is cool. Like, I'm absolutely fine with this art. I have no problem with it. I also think, like, as we continue with the chapter, like, Durden, noticing that the cave wall is breaking and that, obviously the more mana beasts run in and we get into the fight scenes. I think these fight scenes are perfectly fine. We haven't got to see what the new fight scenes look like. And I will say, the previous art fight scenes were fantastic. It's one of the things I loved about the series. This is just as good to me. Like looking at it, it looks just as good. I see no massive difference. Like I think it's pretty good. The guys, what's his name? Urquhart. He's doing a good job. Like I don't care what anybody says. I will say that this panel is crazy though. This panel. I'm sorry if it's a little bit glary. This panel with the guy getting slashed and that face. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that panel looks crazy. Like, this guy looks absolutely wonky getting killed. Like, it looks absolutely wonky. I can't cap. That face of death is absolutely scary. Like, it's very it's very scary. But the new artist just doesn't have the opportunity to draw Tess in her true glory yet. Yeah, and I'm gonna give him time. Like, I personally I don't have a problem with Tess. I don't have any problem with Tess or Jasmine. But this dude getting murked in the back by this mana beast looks absolutely crazy. Like this panel is so wow. It's just the expression is like really really scary. Like this guy looks like he's losing his like he's going nuts when he gets killed. Like this looks absolutely crazy. That's the one thing that really stood out this chapter. Like yo, that guy, why? Like it looks crazy. But now going back, like just paying attention to the chapter. Obviously Dervis is like still injured, right? Like he's still feeling the effects of fighting against Arthur, and he's like Dervis is one of those characters I can tell I'll like him a lot later on. But you clown, like you tried to fight Arthur and now you can't move your fucking arms and you're about to die. Like what a clown. Like this is your own fault that you're about to get smoked, right? Um, but you know, Tess stepping up and pretty much protecting a lot of people. I'm so happy to see her getting a lot of control of her ability. Um, and Helen, per usual, I've always liked Helen. She's always been like the sniper in the back, the elf sniper in the back type. And I will say though, and I hope the series like doesn't necessarily do this. Like it doesn't always come back to Arthur, right? Like even when they're in the middle of the fight, Tess says that, you know, how did Arthur deal with so many beasts at one time? I don't like series that kind of involve the main character so much. Like Tower Guy has this problem where like Bomb has to be mentioned even when Bomb's not on screen. I prefer like series where characters can have their own own things going on without like thinking about the main character. It's a little nitpick of mine, but like mentioning Arthur once with Dervis was enough, but Tess needing to do it was kind of like it picked at my little nitpick. It was like, okay, we need to mention Arthur again here. Like you're in the middle of a life or death situation right here. Like you're fighting against mana beasts out of nowhere that are pretty crazed and strong. Why are you thinking about Arthur? Worry about surviving and protecting everybody that you need. I'm a little bit nitpicky when it comes to stuff like that because he doesn't need to be mentioned all the time, but it's just it may not bother everybody else, but it bothers me sometimes when I see stuff like that, right? Um, yeah, going. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Um, but yeah, we got Dervis and Karia, pretty much trying to making their way out. Jasmine looking good. Jasmine just looks so good doing her thing. I absolutely forgot how much I love Jasmine. I will say though, this version of Jasmine, and I said it in my review, she looks a little bit bigger than normal. She looks kind of tall. Like I don't know if that's just me, but she looks taller. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jasmine has always been a little bit shorter, but she looks good though. She looks good though. She obviously flexing what she normally does, and I love to see it. Well, Arthur is her goal, but I understand. I had the same criticism. I had the same criticism. Yeah, it's just Arthur is like he is the main character. He is the focal point, and we get like a lot of Arthur. Like this isn't, and I hate to make the comparison about Tower of God, but that's the other series I'm reviewing all the time, so I just make the comparison naturally. Um, the thing is with Tess, the thing is with Tbate is that the side characters aren't necessarily getting that much screen time because they're not meant to. They're not meant to, and they do. We do get like Tess moments where there's a lot of Tess and a little bit of Arthur, and then it's a lot of Arthur and mostly Arthur. I'm fine with that. I have absolutely no qualms with that, but I would like to see, and I know I'll probably see it, and I know you guys have seen it. I would just like to see with the development of a lot of these side characters. Like I said earlier, Stanner is somebody I like. I like Stanner. I even like when we got the introduction of Stanner. I really like his character, so I would really like to see him develop and get stronger and go through the trials and tribulations of this whole war. I'm waiting to see it, and like I said, Dervis would probably be somebody I like later on, but I just hope it doesn't. It isn't the Arthur show completely. You know, you don't want to oversaturate your main character. And I will say that a lot of the early seasons do, but like it's setting up the story. The story has to be set up first, so we got to see Arthur grow, 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 and grow. So I'm okay with that. And the side character that we did get was cool. It was cool, So it's just that now that the series is going like even to another season and going deeper, I would like for these other characters to get their own shine, right? Um, Tess mentions Arthur in this chapter. Not surprising, he took down more monsters than the whole adventure group did as a whole. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we know he like that, right? The POVs will become more non-Arthur centric later on. Okay, that's good to know. And I have faith. Don't get me wrong. I have faith in Turtle Me. Like, he's done a good job, and I'm pretty sure he seems like a good person who can like really structure, and he's done a good job with all the side characters in general. It's just that they don't get as much screen time as I would probably love, but it's okay. Like, it's okay. I have faith later on that it'll come into play. So, but yeah, just going back into the events of what's going on in the chapter. So the Twin Horns are basically holding it down, right? Like, they're the ones saving everybody, and I hope, like, this is, I will say, it bothers me a bit. Now, we obviously we haven't gotten to see the entire army, but the Twin Horns are clearly like upper scale group, or upper scale part of the army, right? It does bother me a bit watching them kind of struggle here, because it's just like, these are just foot soldiers. They're not even foot soldiers. They're just like crazed man beast. So it's just like who else in this army? And I know there's probably new characters that'll get introduced within the army, probably other dwarves and stuff like that. But just seeing them kind of struggle here got me a little bit nervous. Like, we ain't even getting into the war stuff yet. So watching y'all kind of get y'all ass kind of like lit up here was kind of off-putting a bit. Even, towards the end, we'll get to the Helen part. But if Helen's like grievously injured or dead, it's like, damn, bro, they ain't even touched the shore yet, and y'all going down like shit. It's surprising how much the fandom loves Jasmine and Twin Horns, even though they're barely in the story. I like Jasmine. I've always been attracted to Jasmine. I always like Jasmine. The Twin Horns, they play their part. I don't care for the rest of them. Helen's okay, but I've always liked Jasmine. Because she's the one who took Arthur under her wing, right? Like, but yeah, just going into the rest, Durden and them holding it down, Tess providing like the plant shield. It looks like things are going well, right? Like it looks like things are going pretty well here. I thought like they were okay, but the Man Beast kind of ripping through the shield, and watching Durden get put down was kind of like, damn, like, okay. It's surprising how much no, the Man Beasts are mutants. Besides, this was a surprising ambush. I agree, but if these are supposed to be like top dogs within the army, which I assume the Twin Horns were, like top of the echelon of when it comes to the general army, watching them struggle here kind of like, bro, we ain't even get to the army yet. Like, these are like, okay, if they're mutant Man Beasts, I get it, but we ain't even get to the actual Veritra. Like, goddamn, like, y'all can't be going down this early. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, watching Durden get put down by this giant Man Beast was like, damn, okay, I thought he was going down, and he ends up getting saved. And then, obviously we get to see Helen at the end of this kind of try to fend off two Man Beasts at the same time, and it ends in blood and Tess screaming no, right? Shit, bro. Fuck. It's I don't spoil me, but goddamn, I hope Helen's not gone. I don't want anybody to die this early. Like, it's too early. It's too early for people getting smoked. Now, it will bring some like realization on how crazy and real this shit is if she does get smoked. But goddamn, they get smoked like that? Like, nah, come on. And most of the people there were no non-combatants. Yeah, like they were just fodder, right? They're mostly like fodder beings. Like they're all not really effective. But the Twin Horns obviously kind of stand out, and we've known them for a while, so that's why like watching one of them go down is kind of like, brother, like it's too early. But yeah, the chapter basically after that is Arthur obviously returning, and obviously questioning Varian, like whether or not you want to tell people that y'all want to give up or give in or whatever, and he's obviously not gonna do that. Varian is an honorable man, but he's not gonna give in. Like, they're obviously gonna go to war, right? And then the rest of the chapter kind of is the exchange with Ellie and Arthur. Ellie basically getting harassed by this ugly noble dude with a crazy chin. um, and then the exchange between Arthur and Boo was hilarious. Absolutely love it. Boo is just like, I know he's a crowd favorite. I know like people in the light novel or like the fandom love Boo. And it probably was a huge thing, right? When he finally got illustrated, like people probably really loved it, right? But I love the exchange between him and Arthur. Like, yeah, men with a common goal, like easily, like, make friends. And that's true. That's true in real life. So, it's a nice scene. I do have some concern with Arthur's parents joining the fight, but like Arthur's parents are good fighters, so I'm not surprised to see them join. And the way it seems, they're going to need top tier fighters. So Arthur's dad is no slouch, you know. Um, and that's basically the chapter. It was a pretty goddamn good chapter. So before I get to the comments, I know Rohit, you said in your comment that this wasn't the ambush wasn't exactly shown. It was just like the aftermath of it, and that's okay. Like that's pretty decent. I that's the thing about like reading away from the source material. Like One Punch Man. One Punch Man has done that, away from its source material, providing like extra scenes for stuff that didn't happen, and people love, hate it, whatever. It I don't read the light novel, so obviously I don't have no hither tithers with it. It was a pretty cool scene, and it also gets to show Egghart's ability to write fight scenes, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, even though if this was like a test to see how well he does, it looks pretty damn good to me. So I can't complain. The Twin Horns are stronger than most, but not the elites. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't expect them to be the elites, but yeah, the Cosmic Army has way more powerful than the Twin Horns, not counting the Lances. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Um, I imagine so. Like, I'm not saying I didn't think there were other people who are pretty strong. It's just that the Twin Horns are the only people we've been really introduced that are like that kind of stand out around like the other fodder. But it's good. That's good to know. So yeah, let me get to the comments. So I know I can do it on here. And give me a second. I do gotta figure it out for a sec. Like I said, I'm using Streamlabs now, guys. Forgive me for the lag right there. It's gonna lag a little bit while I pull up the YouTube comments. It'll stop once I pull up what I need to pull up. It's just the loading of the YouTube. There's videos and ads and stuff in the background that causes the lag a bit. So I apologize for that. Brother, ew. Brother, ew. God, YouTube just causing all this lag. I hope the stream is like pretty decent. Again, I still got stuff to work on to make it smoother. But this is like me using Streamlabs now, so things will be a bit slower as I get used to it. So please bear with me. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I almost forgot. Brother, ooh. Somebody subscribed to me. They got 116K subscribers. God damn, give me some of them subscribers, buddy. Shit. Who the hell is you? Charles Evolution. That man got 116K. Pass some of those subscribers over here, bud. Please and thank you. Pass some of those boys over here. Nah, but that's cool. It's always fun to see who subscribed to you. Okay. So yeah, I don't have that many comments yet. Again, I'm still building my Tbate stream, my Tbate followers, subscribers. That's gonna be. I gotta get into the algorithm again for Tbate. Especially since like I built my channel higher on Tower of God. I'm gonna be using Tapas to do that. Since so many people comment on the Tapas side. You said you have Tapas, right, Rohi? So you clearly see how many people are using Tapas. So I'll be kind of like trying to not be obviously promoting my YouTube, but obviously like promoting my YouTube on there to try to get more people to like, I do reviews and stuff and see if I can, bring in a decent crowd. I did that sort of with Tower of God as well, and it kind of worked out pretty well. I know a lot of people found me in the comment section, so that'll be cool. I'll have to, and I'll go on comic as well, comic section to start commenting on that. So I'll make sure to do that. They don't. That's the, comic is an unofficial site, but I can at least comment on it and try to get some more people up in here to join me. So all right, let's pull it up. Display capture. Add a source. So this is going to be the tricky part. Not working. Okay. I'm doing something wrong. Let's try it again. Browser websites, third party. Okay, let's try that. Add source. No, that's not it. That is not it. That is not it. Okay, I know what it is. I actually do know it. It is a window capture. Add source. Select option. Doc. Oh no, it's not. Huh. Forgive me, guys. Like I said, Streamlabs is pretty new to me, so I am trying to figure things out. That I thought would work. It should be display capture, window capture. Ah, no, it's not. Okay. So it would be window source. Video comments. Why wouldn't it just be window capture? Okay. Let me try to see if I can copy paste. Let's see if that'll bring it up. It's gonna make me sign into my stuff. This is a bit puzzling. It was easier on OBS to get to it. It would just be a window capture. Compatible with most modern browsers, and so it says it's compatible, but it's not showing anything. That's a status indicator. This is nothing. That's just my desktop background. Huh, I'm getting a little irritated. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, nothing. It doesn't show any of my browsers. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, well, let's try this. I might just have to read them, guys. I'm sorry. I don't really want to do that, but it's not giving me. It's not giving me my browser as an option, which is so strange. Like, my browser should just be an option. Even when I try to add it, it doesn't work. What's up, Kira? How you doing? Sorry, I'm using a new, I'm using something new here. You know what I might have to do? Let's do this. Let's cut it. I might can do it this way. Sorry, let me take that down. Alright, I might have to do it this way. I think I can make it work. Nope, that don't work either. Alright, yeah, I might just have to read them. I'm gonna figure this out after. Is it this? It wouldn't be this, right? That fucking sucks, dude. I'm mad I can't figure this out. This is irritating me. I should have done more research on this part. I thought it would have just been simple, because it's simple in OBS. All you do is just pull it up and pull it and do a window capture, and it just shows up. But this does not. Wait a minute. Will that work? Nope. Why is Google Chrome not showing up? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand Streamlabs. Alright, I'm just gonna read them, guys. Sorry, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just gonna have to read them from the phone. too much time trying to figure it out. Yeah, it refuses to show me how to do it. Maybe I'll have to reset it and try it afterwards. Anyway, all right. So getting back to the Tbate stuff. Sorry guys, I was wasting a lot of time there trying to figure that out, and I just wanted to read. I like reading the comments on stream and showing them on stream, but this is just not working. So anyway, just going back to it. We gotta get to the video. All right. So I got my first comment from Zenu. Mayhem. Zenu, I know you'll probably watch this back later, but Zenu says, "Yeah, great chapter. Egard did a good job with the action, and I am more than satisfied with the designs of Jasmine and Tisea," which I agree. If there's any character that Egard needed to get right, it's Tess, and he did a really good job. I thought so too. I didn't even know people were complaining about it, and that's wild. Jasmine barely appeared in season 5, so I'm happy she's here, and hopefully she'll have a bigger role this season. Um, I've always liked Arthur's dynamic with his family. Boo tossing the guy actually made me laugh, and that following scene with him and Arthur was perfect. I'm at an 8 out of 10 as well. So, very solid take from Zenu. Yeah, I agree with most of it. I think, again, it's the same as last week. People overreacting to the art. These, I guess, Tess fanboy lovers are not loving it. I'm loving it, okay? It looks fucking good to me, okay? I love Tessa's design. Shit is pretty damn solid for me. So, I think Egard is doing a very good job. So, thank you, Zenu, for your comment. Yeah, sucks I can't pull it up, but I'll figure it out. I'll get it right next time. All right, next is Rohit. So yeah, Rohit's comment was, well, this comic is this comic was an original chapter, and obviously I said to him, really, how do you feel about that? And he just basically says that the novel only goes after the aftermath of this ambush. So almost missed this. What's up, boys? What's up, Rain? Not much to add though. It's pretty good. At least we know the battles will look like going forward. Yeah, so Rohit was just saying that that this ambush scene was added. So it's a manga original scene. The light novel, I guess, only goes over the aftermath of the ambush. So that's pretty cool. I like, manhwa or manga. I guess some people would call it filler. I guess manga filler. I obviously don't know what's filler, but light novel readers would think could call it filler. I like filler. Like it's pretty cool. Getting to see like how it happened and why it happened, and how, like, if Helen's dead, I don't know. You guys probably know, or how she got hurt. It's probably cool to see that, right? So yeah, I like the uniqueness of it. Us only manhwa readers getting some unique stuff. So it was pretty dope. And I also, like I said, the fight scenes were pretty damn smooth, pretty well done. I don't have any complaints with it. And if this is how it's gonna look going forward, I'm cool. Like, I'm glad to see a preview of what to expect, right? So yeah, I already think. Yeah, thank you, Rohit, for your comment. Now Daniel. Um, Daniel's comment actually trolled me. Daniel, you actually trolled me pretty hard. I ain't gonna lie. Daniel says spoiler ordering remark. Daniel, I'm gonna be honest. I saw your comment earlier in the week, and I never clicked it open. And for it to say I have nothing to say, I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite salty. I actually was saving a comment for stream because I thought you might have said something that might have been a little bit spoily, but you absolutely did not, and I'm a little bit salty. Well done, very, very, very well done. Um, I'll give you a W for that for sure. Loki. So Loki is Loki, I usually talk to Loki in Tower of God. But Loki, I guess he caught up back up with the series, so he's back up, to speed. So I'm glad to see that. That's what I would love to see, like people getting into Tbate, especially from my Tower of God community. But Loki says, "All right, Mark, I'm back. Mark took 2 weeks off to read Tbate from the beginning. Absolutely love the series. You love to see that, right? The respect between Boo and Arthur at the end. I wonder what Arthur will do if people choose to surrender. I feel like if they do, one of the conditions will be that they turn Arthur and his family over. That's true. I can see that. I also feel like the dwarves may end up as an enemy. Really? I hope like they kind of already were, right? I hope that we get to see more people popping up from his past, like past life, to really make things interesting. It'd be cool if one of the Asherahs on the opposing side was from his past life. Oh, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of crazy. I think it's pretty obvious that the past life will play a part in all of this. Now, whether Arthur actually meets somebody from his past life is a whole different thing, and how that would even work. But us getting shown the last chapter that a flashback of his previous life, I think that actually means something, because most authors do stuff like that to show the relevance of it later. So I imagine that might be true later on, right? I hope you're not like low key spoiling me, but I don't think you are. So Mama has one of the best magic systems to date. It sure does. I love the magic system for this. I love the entire fighting concept of this series, because it's so unique and it's so well thought out and it's simple. So I know after the boat thing, he probably won't give them any more tech from his world, but it would be cool if he taught them how to make guns for the non-magic users, since we know that they existed in his world. But highly doubt he'll do that for the boat incident. Yeah, he probably won't. Arthur would that was a big mistake, making the boats, right? It's kind of the whole reason why this whole thing happened, right? But I don't think Arthur has been made a lance, but he's been given some title, either right below or equal. This chapter was 7.5 out of 10. Art was great as always. Thank you, Loki, for the W comment. I know that somebody in my Tower community, Tower God community, family head Kev. I know Kev. I don't think you're up this earlier. I don't even think you're in here. But Kev, I know. I can't. I could Kev Cam. I know Cam told me that he caught up with the series. He read it from the beginning and just started reading it. We were talking about it in the Discord. So, Cam, I'm glad you got on with the series and you read through it, and he said he loves it. So, that's what I love to see. People giving other things a chance and enjoying it. Pretty cool. So, I wish Cam would have left the comments so I could get his thoughts, but it's all good. And then the last comment we have up here says, "Unfortunately, I need to unsubscribe to avoid spoilers." So, Burn Gertsu, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling you. I don't know if it's whether it's the thumbnail spoiling you or whatever I'm doing to spoil you. I apologize. That's not my intent. Um, but I use current chapters as my thumbnails. So, I don't usually reveal too much. It's usually just facial expressions. Even like most of the thumbnail this time was mainly my own creation. Obviously, Tess is in it, but I create the rest of the stuff to add on to it, because obviously the panels aren't that large. But yeah. So yeah, I don't have really much else to talk about with the chapter. We get our new release tomorrow. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to read it. Um, I do have to figure out how to get my comments on screen, so I'll figure that out, guys. But yeah, if you guys have not joined the Discord, please do. I actually can't get into my comment section right now. It's really weird. I'm sorry, guys. I still gotta figure out Streamlabs. I only figured out how to like really stream at a decent, bit rate, and how for it to look as good as it does. So I'm still figuring out the kinks. Obviously, I couldn't pull up the comments on stream, so I really still don't know what I'm doing. But I apologize for that. But it'll get better. Give me some time. Bear with me. But yeah, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, I'll leave a link on the YouTube channel in my community post. If anybody wants to follow the Discord to discuss things or talk in the chat, Please join. Please talk. I am getting tired now. I did just get off work. I just worked 8 hour shift, so I am getting a little bit tired. So Rohit, thank you. Rain, thank you. Kara, thank you. Daniel, thank you. Anybody else that stopped by or stopped in and didn't say anything, or anybody watching this back, thank you for watching. I'm loving Tbate right now, and I can't wait to read next week's chapter. So till then, I'll see you guys pretty soon.